I'm Harry Brown and we're here at Life Skills. I am a participant support worker and I basically facilitate a woodworking course for the participants we have here, and they're all members of the N.D.I.S. I started off as an environmental engineering degree. It didn't work out so well after the GCSE, so I then just started making things and selling them to get a bit of cash, and that sort of hooked me on the maker's bug, I guess. And one thing led to another, and you sort of want to refine things more and more. So I ended up in a furniture design course in RMIT. And so, yeah, after I finished that course, I managed to score this job and another one, and it's just been fantastic. The majority of the participants that we have here are high functioning, but just with some learning disabilities generally. So with a little bit of, help and assistance, they can pretty much do most things. I guess it sort of touches home a little bit for me because when I was young, I am epileptic, but when I was young, I was undiagnosed epileptic. And because I was, what we used to call petit mal, so seizures, like hidden seizures, I guess, I was undiagnosed. And they just said that I was learning disability. So I got lumped in with all the learning disability crew, and I was taken out of classes. And I know the awkwardness and the weirdness of having to run that system, and it can be really alien and impersonable. So I guess, once I got medicated, everything was fine. But I've been there and I understand that process, and I probably went through about 11 years of that in high school and primary school. So coming here, and I'm open, I talk to the participants about that, I let them know my background, and I think that sort of just breaks down some of those walls with them, and they're like, right, cool. Because I think once you have a learning disability or something, people just assume that you are inept or you can't do certain things, and it's not the case. It's just about finding a way to navigate that slightly different mental neural connection path, I think the woodworking is probably one of the most important things that happened to me. It just connects you to your environment. You start to see less products and you start to see more processes. So materialistic things just sort of disappear, and it's almost like this veil's been lifted away. You sort of see things for what they are and everything, and it's definitely made me feel a lot more connected with the world around me and stuff like that. And I think that it would have the same impact on the participants. They always get super excited when they see something that's done and they've seen that in a shop, and they're like, oh, all the things sort of connect, and yeah, the penny drops. When I started this job, I'd never worked in a community-based job before. And, coming from a small little country place, I didn't really even think that anything outside retail and some, the basic ones that everyone understands exists. So when I found this community-based jobs, it was a huge awakening for me. And it's just so nice to be able to finish the day, go home, and know that you've just been a help, rather than helped someone gain, more profits or make more sales. You've just helped someone else in the community. The most challenging aspect is the people management side of it, I'd say, yeah, because the closer you get to the end of a project, all the participants are just stoked. They're like, oh, it's getting together, it's coming together. So I think that's probably it. It's just the excitement. There's no barrier. There's no, oh, I've got to be professional about this. Oh yeah, I did good at that cut or whatever. It's just like, I absolutely nailed that. I'm awesome. This is amazing. There's no barrier. It's fantastic. Yeah. So when it's good, it's great. They're on 10. Yeah. I didn't expect the openness and acceptance of all the participants. Everyone here is just genuinely beautiful natured, and it can be a bit intimidating starting a new job, and especially in a sector like this when you haven't done it before. Like, this was my first experience, and it was just a matter of them totally accepting me and allowing me in. And it really is a beautiful environment to work in and beautiful people to work with. I'd suggest anyone, if you can, to get in there and, you know, have a go at doing some even voluntary work, because it is amazingly rewarding. These people really appreciate you and your time and everything you're putting in, and that'll get you through the worst day at work, you know. But it doesn't really even feel like work half the time. I'm just coming in to hang out with mates. Yeah. Here we go. Endlessly making. That's what you do.
Yeah, this is going to be fantastic.
Well, he is not a mean teacher, he's very nice.